The day of battle between the football giants of the University of South Carolina and Clemson College. It's the 49th meeting of these two schools who leave the hallowed halls and classrooms to do honor on the football gridiron. Previous records mean little in this sellout game. Both teams are primed to win. There's Coach Rex Enright of South Carolina. His Gamecocks have won 2 games and lost 1. They are dressed in dark jerseys and light pants. Coach Frank Howard of the unbeaten Clemson Tigers, ranked high in the nation. They're wearing light jerseys and dark pants. It's been a gloomy, rainy day in Columbia, but as the team captains meet with officials in the center of the field, the rain ends as if by magic. Clemson captains Fred Cohn, Ray Matthews, Jackie Calvert, and Billy Grigsby. For Carolina, Bishop Strickland and Dave Sparks. Carolina wins the toss and elects to receive, defending the goal to our left. Fred Cohn boots the ball downfield for Clemson, and the game is on. Strickland gathers it in for Carolina, but he can't get very far. The Gamecocks send Steve Wadiak to work. He picks up 5 yards through the middle. A try around the left side by Garoppolo, and that's only a yard, though, and the Gamecocks decide to play it safe. Tommy Woodley drops back to punt. And he lifts a beauty that drops and rolls dead at the Clemson 11-yard line. On the first try by the Tigers, Hudson shifts into high gear and makes it look easy as he sweeps left end for 12. Jackie Calvert then takes off around the other end for 6 more. Pile driver Fred Cohn rams straight through the Carolina midsection for 4. And now he rips the Gamecock line for 9 more in a supreme effort. First down, Tigers. And here goes Cohn again for another first down right through the middle. Again, the ball goes to Cohn, who must be a little weary by now. But he pushes through for 3 anyway. But the best of them lose them sometimes. Cohn drops the ball and loses 5 in recovering it. Calvert tries the Carolina middle and gets 5 yards, but it's short of a first down, and the Tigers have to kick. Cohn drops back and punts the ball out of bounds at the South Carolina 30. First down, Gamecocks. Bishop Strickland gets the assignment here and punches the Tiger line for 5. Steve Wadiak stiff arms his way around right end for 4 more. Then Strickland makes it a first down through the center of the line. Again, Strickland carries, but he can't turn the Clemson end. Now Ed Paskey tries the first of 9 Carolina passes, but it falls incomplete. Too early in the game to gamble, so Woodley goes back to kick. And he boots a beauty. It rolls out of bounds at the Clemson 16. Now the Gamecock defense stiffens. Cohn tries it through center, but the holes are closed. Ray Matthews tries to sweep right end, but he's pulled down before he can make the turn. Cohn drops back to kick. And he shows Carolina that he's pretty good with his toe, too. This one is dead at the Gamecock 19. Strickland plows into the line, but the Tiger forwards are waiting for him and nail him for no gain. Later, say the Gamecocks, as Woodley kicks down to Calvert. And this Tiger claws his way back for 10 yards. Again, the Clemson backs start hammering at the Carolina line. Cone gets 2 at center. Jackie Calvert swings wide to his right, but he can't turn the end and is dropped for no gain. Clemson is forced to kick. Cone booms a high one downfield. It's taken by Bayard Pickett, who fights his way back for 15 yards. Sledgehammer Strickland gets the call now, but he gets only 2 through the middle. Then Carolina's man of the hour makes one of the runs of the day. Steve Wadiak breaks through around right end and sets sail for 65 yards to the Clemson 25. And he was almost away. Paskey keeps the ball this time and gets 2 yards over guard. Now Paskey fades for a pass. He shoots it. Incomplete. Bishop Strickland gets the call again, and he skirts the left end for 5 as the first quarter ends. The teams change ends of the field, but Carolina continues to roll deeper. Gus Allen hammers through the Tiger midsection for 4 yards. Wadiak picks up 5 more over tackle as the Gamecocks show they mean business. Again, Wadiak gets the call, and he drives over for a touchdown. South Carolina 6, Clemson nothing. A great crowd of 35,000 is wild with excitement. Clemson was a slight favorite to win. Now the try for the extra point. Killoy kicks it, and it's good. Carolina 7, Clemson nothing. Now Killoy, the kicker, sticks his toe into the ball again, and Clemson takes the offensive. Calvert grabs it and scampers back for 12 yards. First down, Tigers. Hare gets the ball and tries to turn the Carolina right end, but he's hauled down hard. Now Clemson takes to the air. Here's a pass way downfield, but it's intercepted by Tommy Woodley in a heads-up defensive play. Here's the boy who seldom failed, Steve Wadiak, ramming center for 5. And his running pal, Bishop Strickland, waltzing around the Tiger left end for 17 yards. A beautiful run. The ball is now on the Clemson 16. The Gamecocks are knocking on the door again. Here's Wadiak through the middle for 3 more yards. And Strickland, on virtually the same play, plows through the middle again. But an official sees something, and the Gamecocks suffer a penalty. The indomitable Wadiak goes back to the task. 6 yards this time as the Tigers bounce him out of bounds. Ed Paskey fades to pass, can't find a receiver, and has to run. He manages 4 yards, though, at left end. But a touchdown seems a little optimistic at this point, so the Gamecocks try for a field goal. Killoy, the kicking specialist, tries for an important 3 points, but the kick's no good. So Clemson takes over on its own 20. First down, and there we get 5 yards around the end. Calvert tests the Carolina middle as he rams home for 4 more, and the Tiger offense seems to be rolling. But on this play, the Gamecocks chill their chances by spilling Calvert 3 yards back, and it forces a kick. Cone into punt formation. And he gets a nice one away. It's taken downfield by Kincaid. He can't do much with it, though, before the Tigers nail him down. On first down, Kincaid carries again, but the Tiger middle has stiffened. A good spot for a pass, says Paskey, fading back and firing. But it's intercepted by Jack Brunson, the Tiger defensive center. So the Tigers get another series of downs on a real break. Cone hammers at the center of the Gamecock line for 2 yards. The defense is terrific, and so is that mud. Angling a little wider this time, Cone tries left tackle and finds 2 more yards. And Clemson plays it safe. Cone booting the ball with his educated toe out of bounds on the South Carolina 17. And now the Tiger defense stiffens. Wadiak bangs away at center, but he's met by a stone wall. Strickland tries his hand through the middle, but the Tigers give up only 3 yards to him. So Tommy Woodley is called into punt formation for Carolina. He boots a nice one down to the Clemson 16-yard line. It's picked up and returned about 10. Ray Matthews, trying to turn the Carolina end, picks up a yard. Then Billy Hare, after a slight delay, slams right through the middle for 10 yards and a first down. Now Hare fades back and uncorks a pass, but it's no good. The brilliant Cone swings wide to his right, turns on the steam, and plows around the end for 6. Cone carrying through the middle for 2 more yards. Now stand by for the siege gun. Ray Matthews fades, spots his man, and fires, complete into the arms of Billy Hare, who races on to pay dirt. Hare got in behind the defensive backs that time. South Carolina 7, Clemson 6, and it's a real ball game now. Radcliffe will try for the extra point. There's the snap, the kick, and it's good. South Carolina 7, Clemson 7. With halftime nearing, Fred Cone kicks off for Clemson. Wadiak is waiting for it, but the Tigers are waiting for Wadiak. On first down, Strickland, behind beautiful interference, roars around left end for 5. Quarterback Dick Walker fades and passes, but again, Clemson intercepts. Fred Noble lugs it upfield 22 yards as the half ends. Clemson 7, South Carolina 7. During the halftime festivities, the bands of both South Carolina and Clemson parade before the 35,000 fans, and visiting state dignitaries brave the muddy turf to join the celebration. There's Governor-elect and Mrs. Jimmy Burns, Senator Olin Johnston and H.H. McGee of Florence, Dr. Robert F. Poole, president of Clemson, the lovely sponsors for the University of South Carolina, President Norman N. Smith of Carolina, Governor and Mrs. Strom Thurmond, and Senator Burnett Maybank. But soon the intermission is over and it's back to football. Clemson kicks off to open the second half. Cone booting, Garoppolo receiving. He scampers back for 22 yards. Wadiak carries on the first play from scrimmage, swinging wide to the right and picking up 7. But on the play, Vince Gargano, a Carolina guard, is shaken up and has to be helped off the field. The Clemson forward wall rises up now as Strickland tries to turn the end and cuts him down for a 5-yard loss. This forces a punt, and Woodley drops back. It's a very short kick this time to the Tiger 42. First down, Tigers, and here comes Cone the Comet through the middle for 4. Ray Matthews springs through the left side of the line for a first down. And now swinging to the other side comes Jackie Calvert, clawing along for 6 more. Cone joins the 6-yard parade as he slashes through the Gamecock middle. Another first down, and the Tigers are moving. But again, hard luck stalks the Clemson backfield as Cone fumbles the ball and Carolina's Bayard Pickett recovers. First down, Gamecocks. Inspired by the sudden turn of events, Wadiak turns on the gas around right end for 12 yards before he's brought down. Strickland swings the other end now and adds 6 more to the cause. Ed Paskey calls a quarterback sneak, but there's a penalty on the play and the drive is stopped. Woodley goes into deep punt formation for Carolina. His kick is taken by Jackie Calvert. And now comes a real Tiger scoring threat. Billy Hare slings a pass to Bob Hudson that carries for 8. Jackie Calvert keeps the ground game moving by going around right end. It's a first down with yards to spare. And now the Tigers' leading ground gainer, Fred Cone, on one of the prettiest runs of the day, swivel hip 16 yards around the right side of a big Carolina line. Calvert adds a couple more, and the Tigers are deep in Carolina territory. The Gamecocks stiffen and yield but a yard to Cone this time. So Clemson tries the air route. Gilbert throwing, incomplete. So back to the ground game goes Ray Matthews as he picks up 3 yards through the line. But it's not enough, and the Gamecocks take over with a first down. The Clemson forward slammed down Strickland this time as he rams at center. And Eddie Paskey, the quarterback, is stopped cold as he tries it through the middle. Now standing deep in his own end zone, Tommy Woodley kicks out to Calvert. He's brought down after a short run back. Clemson has trouble getting another drive started. Hare flips a short pass to Hudson that nets 2 yards. And Cone picks up about a yard around his own left end, but it's not near a first down, and so the Tigers are forced to punt. Billy Hare boots the ball, and it's taken by a lightweight speedster named Cooper, but he can't get started. Now, hold your hats and watch this play. Steve Wadiak plows through the line and into the Tigers' secondary. Finally, he tears himself loose and is bound for the promised land. 60 yards in a one-man show. The score now, South Carolina 13, Clemson 7. Killoy set for the kick for extra point. He boots it, and it's good. South Carolina 14, Clemson 7. Now Killoy kicks off to Clemson. And watch Mr. Fred Cone ramble this time. He almost breaks away as he runs it back 30 yards. Clemson tries a reverse. Kempson pulls out from end on the play, but he is hit down 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So Hare goes into punt formation. Kincaid receives for Carolina. But he slips and falls as he catches the ball, and this fine run here is nullified. Johnson in for Carolina now, crashes through center for 6 yards as the third quarter ends and the teams change ends of the field. But the drive bogs down and the Gamecocks call Woodley into punt formation. His kick this time goes out of bounds on the Clemson 43. An attempted pass, but no receiver, and Calvert is dropped 10 yards back. More rough luck for Mr. Calvert. His pass this time is intercepted by Kincaid of Carolina, who picks up 15 before he's stopped. On an end sweep, Steve Wadiak gains nothing. The Tiger line hems him in. Now showing Wadiak the way, Garoppolo shakes loose for 7 yards around the same right end. Strickland stomps through center for 5 more and a first down. Now aiming over left tackle, Strickland roars through for 7. The Birds are eating up the yardage in spite of that slippery turf. He calls for a pass, but again, his pass is incomplete. We're deep in Clemson territory now. Again, Paskey fades to throw. He fires. Intercepted by Clemson's Jimmy Ward at his own 4-yard line. And the threat is gone. Trailing 1 touchdown, the Tigers bare their teeth. Fred Cohn rips right tackle for 6. Cohn with the ball again for 3 more yards through center. This time he breaks into the secondary as the line opens up beautifully. But on the next play, hard luck strikes Cohn again as he fumbles the ball. He recovers, but Clemson is forced to kick. Hare boots the ball to Ashley Phillips, the Carolina fullback, who is really nailed. Now Steve Wadiak slants off left tackle for 5 yards. His ground game is consistently good. Garoppolo tries a Clemson end, but the end is waiting for him and slams him down for a loss. Paskey fades for another pass, but it too falls incomplete. The ball is pretty slippery in that mud. Woodley tries his hand at passing, but he runs into Paskey's luck. This is just not Carolina's day to pass. The ball goes over. It's first down for Clemson. Calvert is spilled 5 yards back. Clemson takes to the air. Here's one fired to Ray Matthews. It's good for 11 yards and a first down. This is the drive to glory now. Cohn, the pile driver, rips through the Gamecock line for 12 yards and another first down. Something goes wrong on this play, though, and Matthews loses as the Carolina forwards pour in on him. Fred Cohn carrying the ball this time and picking up 2. Hare fades for another pass. This one goes to Cohn, complete for 14 yards and another first down. Hare can't find a receiver this time, so he keeps it himself and rams into the line for 5 more. Again, it's Hare with the ball, and he piles up 5 more yards. The ball is now on the Carolina 12. Fred Cohn bashes through center for 1 yard. Now slanting toward tackle this time, he rips the Gamecock line asunder for 9 more. The ball is now at the 2. Here's the payoff punch. Fred Cohn plows through center for the score. And there's pandemonium in the Clemson stands. South Carolina 14, Clemson 13. The all-important extra point hangs on the toe of one Mr. Radcliffe. There's the kick. And it's good, and the score is tied 14-all. Clemson kicks off to Carolina as the game wears down to its latter moments. Wadiak grabs the kick and sprints back 15 yards. Then he almost breaks up the ball game with another beautiful run. This one for 30 yards, all the way down to the Clemson 28. On the next play, though, Paskey loses a yard as the Tigers come clawing through. Strickland takes the ball on a reverse and picks up 8 before he's forced out of bounds. Garoppolo knocks on the door at center and is yielded 3 more. And here's Paskey's final effort through the air. Another pass that falls incomplete. And as the final seconds tick away, Carolina's game fades. Wadiak is stopped cold at the line. And Killoy's gamble to win the game on a field goal is no good. Final score, Clemson 14, South Carolina 14.